Oh my god, what a basketball game. How the hell did the Pacers pull that off? I know Aaron Nesmith hit a million threes. I know Halliburton got the luckiest bounce of all time. I know the Knicks had some missed free throws. I know Brunson and Nesmith were battling each other all night. Knicks fans will say Nesmith's doing too much. Pacer fans will say every time Brunson kicks his head back, it's a foul. There's some truth both ways, no doubt. But it is 1-0 Pacers. So what the hell just happened? So as far as the Nesmith threes go, as I can attempt to go through my million notes for this game, a lot of them in the fourth quarter were off of like little flips from Siakam. Or it was Nesmith getting a pull-up on Cat. And then the down screen where he took one dribble and Josh Hart got off balance a little bit. Yes, what Nesmith did down the stretch there was unreal. I would also say he had some daylight on these threes. Also, there was one where like Ben Shepherd screened for Halliburton. It was like a nice little play where in the middle of like, so why is Ben Shepherd out here? He did run like a nice screen action with Halliburton, a nice pass to Nesmith for the three. But yeah, man, like the defense on those Nesmith threes, they were not good enough because he certainly had daylight, but also what he did was unreal. And then within that, we eventually got the unbelievable bounce on the Halliburton long two where, I mean, we run that. If that exact same shot happens a million times, that's the one time it goes in. So yes, obviously, like, there's luck involved here. But also, there were just little plays down the stretch outside of the Nesmith threes that it just opens the door. There were a couple of missed free throws by OG or by Cat, or, you know, a dead play where Siakam draws a foul on Josh Hart, or I want to say Cat missed 1-3 when they put two to the ball on Brunson. It was a makeable three. Of course, you had the OG Siakam thing underneath the basket where he lost the ball, man. Knicks fans will say it was a foul, but the amount of things that had to happen down that stretch for the Pacers to even come back, let alone actually win this game. I haven't even gotten to the overtime yet. Eventually, what we got in the overtime was the Pacers are putting two on Brunson, or if they're not doing a hard double, it's kind of a softer double, if you will. One time, OG gets a layup off some nice passes and being in the right spot by Cat as well as Josh Hart. Another time, the aggressiveness from Turner and Nesmith forces a jump ball. And then we get probably the signature possession of the game between Brunson and Nesmith, where it is just so much contact both ways. They're both technically committing. They both committed offensive and defensive fouls on each other. They both also tried to sell stuff either way. Yes, Nesmith did hit Brunson in the throat on one of those plays. Brunson's also trying to run him over on plays. Whatever. They're crashing into each other. Brunson plays through it and gets a foul call. Also, in my series preview, I think I was like, well, maybe Nembhard will end up on him. Nah, it's just Nesmith. It's just Nesmith. Then it was just a couple plays for the Pacers, man. Obi gets like super open backdoor for a putback when Mitch was in the game. Like that's not, I mean, obviously Mitch is known for his offensive rebounding, but typically you'd think that one would be a secure one for the Knicks. Nembhard gets open on a backdoor cut where a multiple plays where Halliburton's trying to put Brunson in the action. He either gets by him or it just puts the Knicks defense in rotation enough for, again, like Nembhard to get open. Backdoor, something happened on that Obi dunk with the Knicks where Mitch was like kind of in no man's land. Mikhail's the help guy. He fouls Obi. They don't call it, but I mean, it was daring for Obi to go for the dunk because if you don't get it, then, you know, the Knicks have an opportunity. But also for how big of a moment that was, you'd think the Knicks defense would just be more locked in or whatever. And somehow the Pacers win this game. And that is, of course, what's to remember about this is how the hell the Knicks collapsed, how the Pacers made every single three for a stretch. And you can attempt to be positive or negative for either team moving forward in this thing. Sure, there are other things to talk about. I mean, I thought, okay, so for a lot of the game, we saw Cat and we saw Miles Turner when they're both in the game. I mean, Miles, I think he ended up in the 20s in minutes in this one. They're guarding each other, so the pick and pops are available. Like, Turner had a number of pick and pops to open the game. Cat had times where he is just driving one-on-one on Miles Turner or has space after, like, a down screen from Mitch to get a three. That one might have been against Siakam. I'd have to look at the play again, but the result is in my head. And so that, of course, will be a running thing throughout the series. Do the Pacers try to mess with those matchups? We also, you did see like a lot of signature Pacers stuff, you know, TJ pushing it off of makes or off of misses, Halliburton having a full court pass where the Knicks defense is just a little lazy for one of Nesmith's first half threes. And then you also had the early fourth quarter where the Pacers offense just went kind of haywire. And also there was a second quarter stretch where I thought the Knicks did a couple different things defensively where like you had like Mikhail switching onto Miles Turner as opposed to like Cat trying to stick with him. This was in an off-ball set. This was not like a on-ball pick and roll thing. There was that. There was OG collapsing more than normal to contest Halliburton as he was driving in the middle, and it felt like earlier they were kind of staying home on guys a little more, which was allowing Halliburton to get free on some stuff and some 2v2 stuff. These are all parts of this game that matter. Of course, Mitch has his presence on the glass and everything, but it's all just overshadowed by how insane of a last, 8 minutes of that game was or something, like the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter, then the overtime. Just unbelievable stuff, man. This is why we do this. For games and moments like that one. The Pacers are up 1-0. Unbelievable. Hallie hit him with the choke sign, dude.